Hello, we are very pleased you are considering studying abroad next year. This is the Study Abroad 101 session. My name is Dr. Colomba. I'm going to give you some important information as you are preparing to apply to study abroad. You know, study abroad is extremely popular at Loyola, and this presentation will also explain why. So what is study abroad? It's the opportunity to live in a foreign country and study at a foreign university. We mentioned this right away because it will be very different from being at Loyola, and that this is part of the excitement of being abroad, that you discover a new culture and you discover a new university. So you will be hosted by a foreign university and you will be hosted by another country. Of course, this means you will have to comply with all their rules and regulation, and it will be very different from being at Loyola. So what are the study abroad options? You can study abroad through Loyola, either for a semester or the full year, a summer, or on a study tour. The vast majority of our students study abroad for one semester because it gives them more opportunity to know the local culture, make new friends, travel, see the sights over there. And so it's a better immersion, and some of our students go abroad for 2 semesters, the fall and the spring. We recommend you go to some programs for the entire academic year if you can, if you find enough courses. You can also study abroad for the summer. Summer programs are posted on our website. We have 8 summer programs, and they run, some of them are only for 2 weeks, May masters at the end of May and early June. But some of them, most of them are for 3 weeks or 4 weeks. They run at the end of May, in June, in July, and a couple of them in, one of them in August. So you can find them on our website. And then there are many study tours offered at Loyola. Some are for credit. They're connected to a course, sometimes in the business school, sometimes in the communication department. But we have also some study tours that are not for credit. For example, we have a study tour to Vietnam through the international office, another one in Panama. And every year we try to offer different and new study tours. So you can contact our international office if you have any questions about those. So 3 big options to study abroad. Why study abroad? It makes you more competitive on the global market when you look for a job or apply to graduate school. And it's a good way to increase your language skills if you've been studying a foreign language for quite a while and you want to use it, practice it. Of course, you learn about a new culture. Even if you go to an English-speaking country, the culture will be quite different. It's a great complement to your education. It's an opportunity to explore, to travel, to meet people you might never meet otherwise. It's an opportunity to learn about yourself. So you will grow personally a lot through the experience, and that's why also it's so popular and our students enjoy it so much. And you build life skills such as resilience, independence, the so-called soft skills. You become really more independent. You meet new people. You get rid of a lot of fears about being abroad or traveling abroad, and this is all very good for your personal growth. So is study abroad right for me is a good question to ask. Ask yourself why you want to study abroad. What do I want to get out of the experience? Am I flexible in my degree program? Is my degree program flexible? For example, you can pick a program because it works well with your major and you go there and you take a couple of major courses and the rest are core and free electives. Or you pick a program that doesn't work with your major, and when you can still go abroad and take core courses, free electives, minor courses, and you do your major in Baltimore before and after you go abroad. For example, that happens a lot with accounting students who have difficulty finding accounting abroad. Engineering, you might take only 1 or 2 courses abroad, but and take your major on campus. So either you pick a program because it works for your major, but it can also work if it doesn't work for your major, you just take other courses. Can I be away from my family and friends for a while? How far away can I go? So we encourage you to challenge yourself and go to a place that will be exciting to you, that will be maybe exotic or maybe different, some place that you might not have an opportunity to see otherwise. It's a rare opportunity you have, to live in Asia for a while, or live in Thailand, for example, or in South America, or in South Africa, to learn a very different culture. So we encourage you to consider this as well. How long can I be away? Do you want to go for a semester, for a summer, or 2 semesters? Do I still want to go if my friends don't get into the same program? So we cannot guarantee that you will go abroad with all your friends, your roommates. So you have to be ready to, when you go abroad, make new friends, meet new people. And as you know, some programs host a lot of Loyola students. We have some programs, in some programs, we have about 40, 45 students, as in Newcastle, for example, or Cork Island as a large group. But in some programs, we send very few students. So do you want to be with a large group? Do you want to be with a small group of Loyola students? Do you want to be more of your own? But definitely, we cannot guarantee that you will go abroad with your roommates and all your friends. You have to be willing to make new friends and go for an adventure and meet new people. What type of programs is right for me? That's an important question. What kind of on-site support do I want? Are there any trips that are included in your programs? So some programs include some trips, some don't. So you compare the programs. For example, program in Leuven, Belgium includes a lot of trips and activities and special meals and special events. And our program in Copenhagen or in Paris do not include any trip or special activities. You have to create that yourself. So consider that we don't have two programs that are the same. How expensive is the city I will live in? Some programs are more expensive because the location is more expensive. Living in Paris or in Copenhagen, again, will be more expensive than living in Thailand or in Germany, even is more affordable. So you have to consider this regarding your budget as well. What is the academic system like? And some places you'll be completely immersed in a completely different academic system. And other academic systems are more like the American academic system. For example, we have a program in Lyon in France that is at an American business school in France, or we have the American University of Paris, but if you go to Cork, Ireland, you will be immersed in the Irish system. So do I need specific support services? What are my goals? Do my parents approve of the program I choose? Make sure you discuss your options with your parents and you keep them well informed of all your plans and thoughts. Things to consider: support services and study abroad. If you are using services such as counseling, specific medical support, disability support services, student support, and wellness promotion. These services might or might not be available abroad. So if you really need that kind of support, talk to us and we'll guide you to a program that offers the support you need, because they cannot be guaranteed in all programs. So semester and full year options. Study abroad through Loyola, we offer immersion programs with different levels of benefit, costs, and housing options. So again, you have to compare the programs. For about 8 of our programs, you have to pay housing abroad. For example, you don't pay housing to Loyola. As I mentioned before, some programs include trips. For example, Bangkok includes a lot of trips and activities and some meals, whereas other programs don't include anything. One reason why Study Abroad is so popular at Loyola is that your Loyola financial aid may be used on all our immersion programs. So all the programs you see on our website allow you to use your Loyola financial aid, and almost all of them include airfare. So these are very good incentives also to participate. Now, opportunities through other providers. If you want to use a program that is not on our list, that is not on our website, we call them external opportunities. We used to call them non-Loyola programs. So you have to select a program for approval. Your Loyola financial aid cannot be used for an external program. And you must indicate that external program on your application when you apply before December 9. All study abroad options have the same deadline and applications December 9, 2020 this year. So make sure you meet that deadline and you indicate that external program if that's what you want on your application. Importance of cultural immersion again. So you will become enrolled at the host country university. You'll become one of their students, and again, it will be different. You'll go by different rules and regulations from the ones we have at Loyola, but the Loyola rules still will apply to you. The Loyola Code of Conduct, in particular, will still apply to you. You will write a reflection on your time abroad. You have to write a blog and on your thoughts while you stay abroad, and this will appear on your transcript, a Loyola transcript, pass or fail. And you will engage with the host community and enhance your language skills. We expect you to interact with the locals as much as possible. Importance of academics abroad. So your programs are called study abroad, and they're not trips. It's much more than a trip, and it's definitely not a vacation. So you will select a program according to your major and your academic goals. Study abroad requires careful academic planning, so you select the right courses and graduate on time. The teaching styles and expectations will be different abroad. You have different professors, and it is according to the local traditions and their national heritage. All courses and credit and grades do transfer, so we will transfer your grades from abroad. If you get a B from abroad, it will be a B at Loyola. Some programs have a language requirement, but very few of them. Again, do not limit yourself to English-speaking countries, because you can very well study in China, for example, or in Japan and study completely in English. So you can go to South America, study English. You can go to Spain, study in English. You can go to France, study in English. So do not limit yourself to English-speaking countries. But if you want to study in Spanish or in French or German or Italian, we can accommodate and enable you to take the courses you want in the target language. All programs are different. It's very important. Each program varies greatly in support structure and benefits. So look them up on our website, and we have some info sessions that are recorded on our website as well that will give you more information on each program. So it is important to do the research on your top 3 choices, because you will have to give us your first choice, second, and third choice when you apply. Costs associated with study abroad. So you will pay to Loyola the Loyola tuition. You will pay Loyola tuition to study abroad. You usually pay housing to Loyola, but we have about 8 programs that require you to pay housing abroad. This is on our website and our handouts. So usually you pay housing to Loyola, but not always. You pay Loyola deposit. This is part of tuition and housing. It's not an additional cost. It's $300. You will have to pay Loyola program fees. The Loyola program fees are $550 for the program fee and $165 for a reduced comprehensive fee. A couple of programs that fly very far away have an airline fee to help pay the cost of the airline ticket, but that's just a couple of programs. Your Loyola financial aid can be used except for external opportunities, external programs, but you can use all your Loyola financial aid. And again, remember, the programs vary greatly in what they include. So take the time to compare what is included in programs, what is not. Also, if you are a work-study beneficiary, you forfeit your work-study eligibility for the whole year when you study abroad. Even if you go both for 1 semester, if you get veterans benefits, you need to talk to our records office or financial aids office, and I'll explain to you how veterans benefits work with study abroad. Scholarships. On our website, we have a tab for resources that lists various ways to get additional financial aid, and Gilman scholarships are always great. And every year we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 students who get Gilman scholarships. And the contact in our international office is Mr. Kenny Quacherny at OIP. But there are other scholarships on our website. This is the programs these are the programs we offer. They're all around the world, literally, so a great variety. And you should pick a program that is exciting to you, that is an adventure that you are, and make sure you are looking forward to learning more about this country and these people and that culture. It's a wonderful opportunity to grow and to do something exciting that is completely different. Resources provided by OIP, so we have program-specific information sessions. Some of them are recorded on our website. We have course equivalencies on our website also that will tell you what kind of courses you can take in those programs. We have study abroad ambassadors, students who went abroad and are willing to share their experience with you. And they're also on our website. And we offered pre-registration sessions in the fall semester as well, but these have passed by now. So what is expected of you? You have to investigate and understand your program choices. Again, you will apply to your first choice program, but you will give us your second and third choice in case your first choice fills up. You have to attend all required meetings and read all emails. We will communicate with you via email, so it's very important that you read your email regularly. You will have to submit all required forms and documents on time. So once you're accepted, you will do a lot of paperwork together, and we'll guide you through this paperwork, of course. Paperwork to be admitted at your foreign university, paperwork to get housing over there, paperwork to get your visa to study abroad, and also paperwork for Loyola. So it will be important that you attend our meetings and you stay on top of the paperwork. You will be our main point of contact for all communications. So again, check your email regularly, and you must keep abreast of all the information you will receive and we will share with you. Program decisions. So you have to select when you apply, select your first, second, and third choice on the application. You will apply only to your first choice. You can only submit one application. But when you apply to your first choice, you will have to tell us what is your second and what is your third choice. About 75% of our students every year get their first choice, but 25% have to go to their second choice in case their first choice fills up with students who have a stronger GPA. You will select the fall, spring, and year-long, so it's important to give us options in the fall and in the spring. In case the fall option fills up, then we can consider you for the spring, or if the spring option fills up, we can consider you for the fall as well. If students are interested in studying for a full year in 2 different locations, they must indicate this on the application. But again, if you want to go abroad for 2 semesters, we encourage you to go to the same destination. For example, go to Newcastle for 2 semesters, go to Leuven, Belgium for 2 semesters. But sometimes you can do 2 different locations if the calendars allow and if you have enough time to get your visa for the second country. So we would talk about this as well. But you have to indicate that in your application. And then courses must work in all your 3 choices you put on your application. Make sure they have courses that work for you. There are 4 selection criteria to be admitted to study abroad. First, your GPA has to be at least, cumulative GPA has to be at least 2.75. If your cumulative GPA is below 2.75, you should still apply, and then you can ask to be reconsidered after the spring semester in case your GPA goes up. So apply anyway, and if you're rejected, if it doesn't work, you can ask at the end of the spring semester to be reconsidered. But if you don't apply, you cannot be reconsidered. Now, some programs require a higher GPA, some programs require a 3.0, and some programs are more competitive. For example, Copenhagen is always very popular. Depending on who applies, we can take only the highest GPAs. Let's say Copenhagen tells us they can take only 25 students 1 semester, and we have 40 applicants. So we will take the 25 highest GPAs that apply. So some programs will be more competitive. And even though Copenhagen, for example, has a requirement of 3.0, the cutoff could be 3.4, 3.5, depending on how many applications we get for these programs. Your disciplinary record will be important in the selection as well. We will check your disciplinary record twice after you apply, and we'll check it again before you get on the plane. So students with a serious history of disciplinary trouble will not be allowed to study abroad. Then once we check all this, you will be called for an academic interview in our office. and we'll sit down with each one of you, or it might be on Zoom, online, and we'll check your courses, and we will make sure we can find the courses you need abroad. And if we don't find the courses you need, we'll ask you to consider another program that works better for you and your degree program. And then finally, when you apply, you have to write a brief essay. And as I just mentioned, you will have an academic interview in January and February that will confirm your acceptance once we look at all your courses and check your file one last time. So application steps for all programs for next year, whether you want to go in the fall or the spring or year-long, you have to attend a Study Abroad session 101, like this one that is recorded before the application is due. You have to fill out the application online on time. The links are indicated here, and you must apply before midnight, Wednesday, December 9. Don't wait until the last minute to apply because it will take time. Make sure you're in a quiet room and you can concentrate because you have to read the instructions. You have to write a short essay. You have to indicate what courses you think you will take abroad. So it will take a little while. Do not wait until the last minute to do it, or it might not work at all. And make sure you don't miss the deadline. If you miss the deadline, you will not be considered. So how to apply? You go to this website listed here, and you click on programs, and then you will apply to your first choice program. So you have to decide what is your first choice program. Click on the program you want to apply to. Click on apply now. New profile confirmation. Make sure you read all the instructions, and when you read the instructions, make sure you click submit. If you submit save, this will not be enough. This will not work. You have to click submit. Save is not enough. You have to log in with your Loyola username and password, and then you continue through the application. Again, make sure to submit each individual page when completed. You can save each page, but must also submit each page for it to be completed. Then you have to write essay 700 to 1,000 words. There's the topic here, and this will be considered also for your application and for your academic interview. If you have any questions, please contact our international office. You can email us, you can call us at extension 2920 on campus, or 2910-2910-2920. Yeah, we encourage you to follow us on Instagram as well, where we post information sessions and other information on our programs. When you apply, you have to tell us what courses you want to take abroad. So you will tell us what kind of Loyola courses you want to take abroad. We don't need to know the title of the course abroad. We just need to know that you want to take, for example, your second English core, your second history core, or your upper level biology, or an upper level political science. This is the kind of courses we need to know that you want to take abroad. And you should have more than 5 options for each semester in case a course is not offered, or in case you need another option. So give us 10 options if you can, but definitely more than 5. Then you have to submit the application. Make sure you click submit, not just save. If you click save, your application will not be submitted. Final reminders, you have to attend program-specific information session to learn about each individual program. Again, some are recorded on our website. Remember, not 2 programs are the same. All applications must be submitted before midnight on December 9, 2020, but we encourage you to do this 3 or 4 days in advance, as soon as you can. Plan ahead. You have to write a short essay, and don't wait until the last minute to apply. So all the very best with your application, and we are looking forward to meeting with you in January and February when we'll do the academic interviews. And of course, we're looking forward to sending you to those wonderful places abroad. All the very best, and we'll talk to you soon then. Bye-bye.